sound, and there's my dangly piece of hair. Welcome, everybody. Come on in, friends. Shout out to my mods, of course, Binky and Megan. Megan, did you get yourself that new computer, that new laptop? And if you did, awesome, congratulations. It's always fun to get a new toy. Over on YouTube, Juliana Wong. Hey there, thanks for hanging out and being so early. Sup, keep the Greek. I'm glad that you're ready. Bradley Erlandinson. Bradley Erlandinson. Bro, thank you for the $5, man. Really appreciate it. Kicking us off with a warm, fuzzy, big high five. Boom. Well, actually, that's a fist bump. So big fist bump. Boom, boom. High five. Little hug. Little bro hug. Appreciate it, man. Much appreciated. Thank you, the Greek. Chihausen. Hola, Moriarty. What's up, buddy? Wonderful to have you all with us on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. Evening for many of you across the pond. Hey, Kevon and Boomin, great to see you. And welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Crashed out not being able to make whenever it comes to making large financial decisions, I am kind of tragically like I have to do all the research. I can't just like buy something. I have to I'm gonna sneeze. Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze, bro. Don't you? Don't sneeze. Hey, Discord Kate. Okay, there it goes. Well, Risha Brown, welcome. I'm glad you could make it this time. Miss Moth, hola. Discord Kate, wonderful you could be here today. Yeah, it's great to have everybody with us. Can't believe it's December 11th already. Whoa, crazy. Well, in fun news, and it's actually really nice. So, the wife and I are doing dry December, and so we're on 11 days in, and basically 11 days into dry December, and I've lost almost 10 pounds of the weight that I put on last year when I quit nicotine. So yeah, 11 days into dry December, and I've already dropped 10 pounds from my peak. Normally, like my normal, for literally years, like no milk and cookies, nothing, dry December. Normally, when like my fighting weight for years, was like the low to mid 150s, between like 150 and 155. That was like my fighting weight. I got down at one point when Megan and I went to Mexico in like 2019. So this is 6 years ago already. So I can't believe that. That's insane. Like my lowest was like 147, and I was kind of like trying to get lean and mean for Mexico. I wanted to look good in my bathing suit and look all like, wow, I look pretty good. And weed and booze, and I got it at 147, but that was like the lowest I had been like in a long time. So my normal just like weight was like 154. Was like, so I always weighed like 154. You know what I mean? Give or take a pound or two, up or down. And then we quit nicotine, specifically vaping, back in December of 2024. So like literally a year ago. Or November, no, it was November, because that's when we were in China. End of October, beginning November. And like many folk who give up the nicotine, we each put on like 20 pounds. Like, and it was so weird because I started to gain weight. I didn't think I was doing anything different. Like, I wasn't changing anything. I didn't think. But like, I just kept putting on weight. It was like 158. That's annoying. 160. This is okay. 163. Whoa. 165. Time out. 168. Whoa. 170. Hang on. 173. Shut up. 174. Whoa. Hey now. Why? 175. What is happening? 177. I think one day, I stood on the scale at 178. And that was the peak. That was the most I got. So I went up to 178. And it was just like, what is happening? Oh, like, why? Holy crap. And like, nothing fit. My old suits, I had to buy a new. This is one of the reasons I bought that new suit. I couldn't wear my old one. I mean, I needed a new suit anyway. Need is a strong word. I wanted a new suit. I hadn't bought a new suit in like 8 years. And so, but I couldn't wear my old one. I literally couldn't fit. And so, it was, yeah, I got up to 178. And this morning, I was back down to 167. So it's been like a steady decline for like the last 2 weeks. So hopefully by January, if I keep this train going, which I don't see why I wouldn't, I'm really enjoying it if I'm being honest. By January, there are times I'm like, oh boy, I wouldn't mind, you know, I wouldn't mind smoking a bowl or having a cocktail. But honestly, it's less than I thought it would have been. Like, it's less than I thought. Because we've done this before. We'll do like, you know, a dry January, sober October, you know, like, shout out to Joe Rogan. I mean, he kind of started it with sober October, him and his buddies. And 1 year we did sober October, and I remember it was difficult. I remember this is like 6-7 years ago. We did sober October, and I was like, it was challenging. I was like, dude, this sucks. This is like back in like 2018, 2019, and this time, I don't know if I'm getting older. I don't know, man. It's just been easier. I don't know why. Like I said, sometimes I'm like, boy, a glass of wine sounds really nice. I do miss wine. I like having a glass of, when I say a glass, I really mean 3, if I'm being honest. And when I say 3, I really mean 4. Yeah, well, like, you know, I like to have a glass of wine at the end of the evening. It's more like 4. But it's this time, yeah, it's been pretty chill. It's been pretty chill. So anyway, proud of myself for, you know, doing that, feeling better about myself. It feels good to, like, my jeans aren't as tight as they were. They were getting snug. They were getting real snug. And yesterday I put on a pair of jeans that had been like a little snug. They'd been a little snug in the britches last month, and I put them on yesterday, and I was like, okay. Zip, and I was like, okay. I'm not like horking it in, you know. I was like, okay, these are fitting a little better. You're fitting a little better. All right. Good job. So anyway, in Discord, Kate, boy, you are not wrong. Easiest way to stop doing something is not to start. Amen, sister. Jacob5262, what's up, buddy? Great to have you with us. And yeah, any of those things that go. Amen. That's Megan. You're speaking the truth. Amen, sister. Amen, sister. Yeah, it's I'm trying to find more of my normal rhythm, my natural rhythm. And hey, greetings, Jeremy Walter and Anna Bartolacci. Wonderful to have you join us. Olivia, did you figure out you could be Edna Mode? Oh, how? Jeez Louise, whose idea was that? Was that one of y'all's ideas? Edna, I forget. I honestly forget. Maybe one of you remembers how I did like the Edna Mode thing, man. Miss Moth, much appreciated. Thank you very much. I forget how you figured out I could do Edna Mode. Or somebody suggested I try it. I honestly, I forget how that happened. Maybe one of you remembers. It's been a couple of years now. Or like at least a year. I don't remember. And my goal is to get down to 135. You got 65 pounds to lose. And you can do it. I tell you, going dry helps a lot, at least in my case. But I really enjoy, see, the things I love, wine and beer. I really do enjoy it. And so cutting that out, just cutting that out is, you know, hundreds of calories a day. Hundreds. Because I love wine and beer, man. I love it. I love sitting down and having a beer, you know. Like, it's really, you know, and I'm not going to go dry forever. Like we have a kegerator in the garage. It's empty right now, which is a good thing. But, like, when it was so funny when Megan and I first got that kegerator, and we had a pony keg. I mean, it was like a split keg of IPA. Oh my God, man, having a cold, delicious keg of IPA in your garage, for me, is just so dangerous, because you're like, you know, I would just slap right now. An ice cold IPA. So, anyway, let's see, anyway. Yeah, good luck there, Ann. Keep it up, keep fighting the good fight. Fairy King, thank you so much. Yeah, we did put a lot of work into the studio. Thanks, Rochelle. It's okay, there's a reason why gamblers are alcoholics. I don't think I'm an alcoholic, but the thing about alcohol, and I don't gamble at all. Like, it's so funny. I do a lot of gambling content. Not a gambler. Like, gambling just gives me the heebie-jeebies. My palms get sweaty. I don't like gambling. But it is, you know, a self-diagnosed disease. I have a lot of people in our lives that are sober, and good for them. So, you know, it's up to you. But it's definitely, so far so good, you know. Day 11 out of December, so here we go. And Dylan, we're not going to do blackjack today again, because it just kind of fizzed out. Blackjack kind of fizzled out there. So yeah, it is what it is. Dude, Brady quitting nicotine sucked. That one was brutal. Yeah. And with Discord, Kate said, you know, best way to not have to quit is don't start in the first place. Don't do it. Because it's a mofo to get rid of that one. That was a monkey on my back, baby. So thank you very much, Chris. That was anyway, whoever that was. Let's see, Chris, you lost 40. Bro. That may be 20 drinks in the last 3 years. Oh, that's nothing, man. But bro, Chris Pomeroy dropped 40 pounds. That's huge, man. Congratulations. 40 pounds. You know what's crazy is if you get a 40-pound or backpack. Just get a backpack, okay? And, stand on a scale, see what you weigh, and put 40 pounds of gear and stuff into that backpack, all right? Hork that backpack up and throw it on your back, and you're going to be like, holy mother bejesus. Like, you put that weight back on your back, and you're like, oh my God, 40 pounds. Whoa. It's shocking. So, man, that's a huge accomplishment, great achievement. Well done. Well done. Awesome job. I'm Matt Luxor. What's up? Oh, yeah, Brad. Yeah, Brady. There you go. You're the one that quitting. Yeah, bro. Seriously, man. Sometimes we get kegs of spotted cow. I've never had spotted cow, but it's probably delicious. Whatever it is. But another roulette ASMR. I haven't done roulette in a long time. I'll think about doing roulette. I haven't done that one in a minute. I like doing those. Yeah, they're kind of fun. I might do a roulette ASMR. It's food for thought. See what I feel like doing. Annie. Well, congratulations to you. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yeah, good to have you with us. Say hi to Andrea for us. For me. Say hi to Andrea for me and give her a hug, would you? Appreciate it. Finn, hey JC, great to see you. Finn says, I'll never forget the first time running after losing 20 pounds was insane. Dude, dude, it's crazy. What's the motivation to keep going? 50 pounds. You're down 50 pounds. Megan, nah, don't put that in there. That one's always in the background of my mind. Like, roulette, blackjack. That one's always like dinging. It's kind of like a mood thing for me. Finn, hey, congrats. Well done, man. Well done. Keep it up. Fist bump. Congratulations. Rochelle, I worked at a casino as a car dealer. Oh, nice. Well, Rochelle, I hope that I am not embarrassing the other car dealers out there who actually do car dealer things. Actually, they don't watch me deal cards and go, oh my God, who does this guy think he is? That's not how you deal with that. I think I've gotten better over the years, hopefully to the point where, it's not embarrassing to any of you actual, card dealers out there. Minnie Myers, you're not 18. Whoa, oh my gosh. But you lost 65 pounds. Holy crap. Minnie, that's amazing. Congratulations. Well done. What an achievement. Good for you. Good for you. Keep going. It's a popular microbrew in Wisconsin. Ooh, nice. Nice. I'm sure it's delicious. Well, she's working nice. Oh, well, Andrea's always working, isn't she? Work. Well, thank you, Rochelle. I'm glad that I am not embarrassing the other actual blackjack dealers out there in the world. So anyway, so that's what's present for me these days. I'm getting my studio put together, as you can see, and rebuilding it, reorganizing foam. Turns out my new best friend is hot glue. Like, I didn't realize how just magnificently handy hot glue was. Shout out to hot glue. My dad and I are huskier guys. We always say we gotta have strong legs to move around. So I started saying, we got a fat guy can't spin a long running joke. Dude, Brady, I did. You know what? Yeah, I'll even show you guys. This will be kind of awkward. I'm gonna spin the camera around and show you what I've done. Okay? So forgive the Dana. Oh my gosh, Dana. Brady, I'm giving you a big fist bump and a hug. Angel, sorry you're sick. Hang in there. Great to see you, Angel. I'm giving you and Danalicious a big ol' hug and all of Danalicious' amazing friends and community. Bring it in, everybody. Appreciate y'all coming in and saying hello. And I'm gonna give Dana a cool someone am I gonna give Dana? I'll give you a name, Trace. Okay? Alright, bring it in, homies. Come here, everybody. Oh, so great to have you with us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come here, everybody. Man, so great to have you with us. What a beautiful Thursday. What a beautiful, beautiful Thursday. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Alright, team. Alright, team. Let's do something special for and then I'll flip the camera around. Oh, Dana, darling, do you want light or no light? What do you prefer? A light trace or just a regular name trace? I'll let you decide. You think about it. Well, in that time, I will be preparing the gloriousness that is your name trace. Oh, okay. Oh, you get the. It's okay. You got it, Dana. Alright, here we go. We're gonna do a little bit of this. Thank you very, 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 very much for coming over and hanging out with us and bringing your amazing community to spread a little cheer over to the Cuddle Puddle. Yeah, what a wonderful treat. Hope you had a great stream. Totally understand if you have to go take care of yourself. I'm always usually having to raid and run myself. So if you have to do the same, I deeply, deeply understand. But thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And hope you had a wonderful stream. Hope life treats you super, super well. So, yeah, and that was a fun little, I don't know, your name is a good, it's a good name to bop with in that kind of, that funny kind of like whatever that just was. That was fun to bop with, so thank you, Dana. And I was just going to show my studio lighting and what I've just been doing today with hot glue. So if you're interested in seeing what I've been up to with hot glue, never mind the weird camera that's about to happen, but prepare yourself. Don't get dizzy. So we're gonna go over here, and if I go this, how much cable? Got a little bit of okay. Now I feel like doing like the Joker, right? Where it's like, listen. There's some things you need to know. Anyway, sorry, I'm not trying to do the Joker right now. But what I do want to do is show you my view. So this is what I'm looking at. Okay. So what I've done is I've added these blue panels, and I've added that blue panel, and I've added the lighting. And if you can see, I'll do it up close on my lights. So I added these, they're kind of like a, what do you call those? They're used for electricians. So when you're doing electricity and you're running Romex wire, it's 2 nails and a little piece of plastic, so it kind of makes like a giant staple. And that's what's holding up my lights, but those are all now nicely run back here. And then I added all that extra foam in front of my other monitor. So this over here is my editing bay. And it's funny, Dana, I had Dana's stream over on the background. And so it was hilarious when you rated me, because I was on both monitors simultaneously. And I was like, this is kind of like a conception. So anyway, that is what I've been up to, is doing studio renovations, foam, all the things, some DIY, well, I mean, it's all kinds of things, right? It's all of the above. It's all the things, Megan. I mean, it's but adding the foam, it does make a profound difference in the quality of the sound, in reducing echo. So anyway, there we go. So that's what I've been up to. Been doing those things. So, any plans for Christmas? You know, Jacob, we are actually going to be... We're going to be staying... Oh, nice. We're going to be staying home this Christmas, which I'm honestly looking forward to. What did we do this year? So last December we did China, and then this year we did, God, I can't remember. We did Vegas recently for Thanksgiving. What did we do before that? I'm like blanking on it. It's been a whirlwind of activity and things. Anyway, the point is, long story longer, the point is, I'm honestly looking forward to staying home for Christmas, relaxing. Well, when I say relaxing, it probably means doing another massive home project. Probably. Yes, Cora. It's a lot quieter, but in spite of doing everything we did, listen. In spite of all the work that we did, airplanes be airplaning. Oh, and Megan, I wanted to give you an update. You asked if the wheels were down, and I didn't think they were. No, the wheels are down by the time they get to our area, our neck of the woods. The landing gear has come down by the time they get to us. So, it is what it is. Thanks for the follow, Hugo. Much appreciated. And Fox, much appreciated. Thank you so much. I have severe anxiety at the dentist. Can I help? Probably not. Sorry. And Jan Lowenkamp, pleasure to have you with us. What do I do for breakfast on Christmas? Boy, nothing. Well, I'll tell you what. There's no first meal of the day, which is, I guess, technically breakfast. And it's usually my go-to breakfast is eggs, toast, 2 eggs, over easy, piece of sourdough toast, and a quarter or a half of an avocado. That's like my standard breakfast. I eat it quite a bit. Sometimes I'll be fancy and I'll make Megan and I a BLAT, bacon, lettuce, and avocado sandwich, which of course is delicious. Sometimes I'll do that, but more often than not, I'll just do something simple, just eggs and toast. But maybe this year I'll do something different. I don't know. Yo, where's the next Joker? Well, it's on my mind. They do indeed, Cora. I was thinking about the Joker. I like doing the Joker a lot. Thinking about doing some kind of weird, Christmas Joker. Because, there's something creepy about the Joker in a Santa hat. So, I'll probably do some kind of a Christmas Joker in the not-too-distant future. I guess I should do that soon. Brady, you gotta run. Oh, I was gonna say one more thing. So my dad has always been kind of a big guy as well. And, like you and like your dad, he has, baby heads for calves. Like, my dad has jacked legs because he's always been a kind of a big guy. And that's one of the great advantages, because, yeah, when you're carrying that around, you get those beefy beefcake, massive calves. So yeah, it's one of the little perks, I suppose. Gotta look on the bright side. Find that silver lining, right? All right, take care. But thank you so much, Brady, for joining. Appreciate it. You have yourself a wonderful, wonderful evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are. You take care. Am I doing blackjack? Sully, probably. No, the answer is no. It kind of just fizzed out. Do I think I'll be missing a handful of streams? I don't. Probably not. I don't know. We'll find out. Right around Christmas, probably. But I honestly don't know, Megan. And Megan, don't worry if you can't make it. It's okay. Don't. It's okay. I love it that you can be here and do what you do, and I just don't want you to feel stressed if you can't make it. You know what I mean? That's all. I just don't want you to feel stressed. It's okay. If you can make it, awesome. And if you can't, I just don't want you to be stressing about it and it worrying and ruining your day. I would feel bad. So, yeah, just, it's okay. Take care of you is what I'm saying. And, Ajax, no second breakfast. No second breakfast. Jacob asks, who is your favorite character to play? Probably the Joker or Edna Mode. Yeah, it's one of those two, because they're similar characters in many ways, and obviously they're very different. But they're similar. Oh, thank you, Brady. Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna stream on those 2 days. Jacob. But yeah, the thing about both Edna Mode and the Joker, and the reason I enjoy playing them so much, is because because they're so different than me, in the sense that, in the what's it called? Not the Myers-Briggs personality test, or anyway, I am extremely high the trait known as agreeableness. I'm extremely high on agreeableness. I hate disappointing people. I don't like saying no to people. Like, that's why if somebody asks me something, I'm like, why did you ask me? Now I have to say no, and now I feel weird saying no to you. So, like, I don't like it. Oh, thanks for the gift to JP, to Jacob. That's hilarious. Jacob on Jacob action. Appreciate it. And a 4-day drive both ways. Ooh, so much driving. And the thing that I love about playing both of Edna and the Joker is that they are the opposite. They do not mind saying no at all to anyone, right? I mean, the Joker is a straight-up sociopath. He doesn't care about anybody. Like, anybody. Like, he just doesn't care at all. Like, he just doesn't care. Edna's not a sociopath. She's just very much like, get on board this train, darling. And if you're not on this train, get off. I do not care if you are not on board of this train. I am the engineer, the conductor of the train, and the caboose is going down the track. And you can either jump in the caboose or not. I do not care, darling. And this is a wonderful way to view life. It is very freeing. And it is part of a way of thinking that I honestly wish I could do more in my own life. I find that very challenging. It goes very much against my nature to not care about other people's feelings. Whereas, like, the Joker, like, he truly doesn't care about your feelings. Like, he doesn't care about anything. He doesn't care if you're in pain or not. He doesn't care if you're being tortured or not. He just doesn't care. In his mind, everything. He's the ultimate nihilist, the Joker. Nothing matters. Period. Full stop. And there's nothing any of us can do about it. That's his perspective, which is fun for me to play, because again, it's the opposite of how I feel. Or Edna Mode, who is more like, she cares, but not really. Like, she's not a psychopath like the Joker is, but she also does not care, darling. She does what she does, and she finds what she finds interesting. And if you don't like it, that's fine. But she has supreme confidence in her own self. Whatever she does, she knows it is the right thing to be doing, which I think is amazing. I do not feel that way. I do not have like the everything I do is definitely correct. I do not possess that wonderful capability. I wonder what it's like. I wonder what it would be like to feel that. I wonder what it would be like to feel the experience of, like, I am definitely right. Like in my artistic decision, I am doing it right, and if you don't like it, it is because you are flawed. like, can you imagine having that level of confidence? Like, real question, not rhetorical. It was being like, this decision I am making is the correct one. This design decision, this style decision. And if you don't agree with me, you are 100% wrong, darling. Like, can you imagine that? What a way to live. It must be fascinating. Exactly, Finn. She is unapologetically herself. And yeah, and Megan, you're not wrong. So it was funny. It's like, well, over Christmas. Oh, wait a minute. Yomogui, taking a break from writing a thesis to say I love your channel and watch for a few years and you're one of the best. Yomogui, Yomegiu, Yomogiu. I don't know how to say your name, but thank you so much. That is incredibly kind to say. Thank you very much. Big fist bump. Bring it out for a hug. You're too kind. Thank you so much. This is over on YouTube. Thank you for the $5. You're too kind. Much appreciated. Thank you. So kind. figure like that. It's a torture. I just got my tickets in the post to go watch some racing. Ooh, congratulations, JB. Well done. Well done. Congrats, that's awesome. About Megan, it's funny, you know. The next, like, yeah, you know, I'm just gonna stay home and take it easy for Christmas. And in the back of my mind, I'm going, I'm probably gonna redo the back deck. I want to tear off all the railing, redo all the decking, rip up all the boards, move over the pergola, lay down brand new decking, put up a new railing, add some proper stairs. You know, a little weekend project. So that's actually genuinely on my mind as my relaxing winter break is rebuilding the deck. Well, that's what you do, you know, especially when you have a guest like my friend, although they may be going back to Reno for a little bit, we'll see. But when I have a guest like Levi, who's a big DIY builder, he's the one who, you know, inspired me to redo my studio and rip it down to the studs. If he's here, I gotta take advantage of it, you know what I'm saying? I gotta take advantage of doing this. No, I mean, it's how they haven't run away yet. They were gonna be in Portugal too. 3 weeks ago, they were gonna be in Portugal. Their visas haven't come through, so they're in like weird Portugal limbo. I don't know. I feel bad for them, yeah. Reminding, spend time with your family so you can sort your life out. Take a few weeks off for Christmas. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, I might, Binky. And Binky, again, same thing to me again. If you're Lucy, if you are ever like, you know, not feeling it, you know, you can always take a night off, Binks. You've just been such a Swiss watch of reliability. So if you're ever just like, dude, it's too much, you can take a night off, you know what I'm saying? She definitely loves making her presence known. Indeed, JB, just making sure that whoever was out there knows whose house it is. She's like, whose house is this? Lucy's house. Thanks, Miriam. I really appreciate it. JT, so good to see you. Amen, JT. Listen, there's a fine line between having incredible confidence and being an a-hole. It's a very fine line. And some people walk it well, others don't. I feel like Edna Mode walks that line of being like very confident without being an a-hole. But it's a delicate balance. But JT, give me a hug. Come here, JT. It's been a minute. Oh my goodness gracious. Come here. Great to see you. Hope you're doing wonderful. Oh my gosh, JT. Hope you're doing great. JT, how old is your daughter now? Like 4 or 5? Like, seriously, holy crap. Like, time frickin' flies, man. That's wild. I hope you're doing great. I just hope you're doing so wonderful. And hey, Mai, wonderful to see you. Thanks so much for coming and joining us and being with us, Mai. It's really a pleasure. And, yeah, man, good stuff. Y'all have put me in a really good mood right now. Y'all have put me in a really good mood. Yeah, I'm feeling the love, man. I'm feeling the positivity coming from everybody today. I really like it. Well, I mean, listen, Binky and Megan, you know, listen, yeah, I appreciate both of you very, very much, and I just want to make sure that you're giving yourself space to take care of yourselves as well. And I really appreciate everything you do. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Oh, good idea. Good idea. Cheers, JB. Salute, my friend. Let's do a little posture check together, right? A little more. Let's do a little more water. Salute, everybody. Have some more water. Hydrate yourselves. Okay. Man, very cool, very cool, very cool. No, you're not the bane of my existence. You're just a salty Brit. That's all. You're just a bossy, salty Brit. It's in your nature. It's like the old scorpion and the frog fable. It's just when the frog's like, "Why'd you sting me?" The scorpion's just like, "Dude, I'm a scorpion. Duh. But we're both gonna die." "Yeah, I'm a scorpion. It's what I do. Deal with it." Yeah, I know. It's fine. It is what it is. Listen, merry birthday. Is it your birthday? Listen, if it is, happy birthday. Salute. Well, look, it's an outlet, you know, we all, it's funny, I was just talking about this the other day with one of my teachers, from one of the schools I teach chess at, and I was pointing out, like some of my kids in chess who are really outspoken and like gregarious in chess class are apparently really quiet in like regular school. Like they don't, they're just kind of quiet kids. But in chess, they're super gregarious, like always raising their hand, and like they want to do the virtues, which is like this call response thing that we do, where it's like, when I say I'm, you say possible. I'm possible. I'm possible. When I say teamwork, you say dreamwork. Teamwork, dreamwork, teamwork, dreamwork. So we have this whole kind of call response thing we do. We call it the virtues of champions. And so we'll have the kids, like, we'll pick like between 7 and 12 kids to lead the team in doing the virtues. And some of these kids are up there and they're just like, when I say I, you say possible. And they're just like, like really into it. And the kids are 4 and 2. That's amazing, JT. Warms my heart. That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. And thank you so much for sharing, JT. That's warmed my soul. And thanks, Jed. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And you too, Miriam. It's wonderful to have you with us this afternoon. Thanks so much for spending a little time on a Thursday evening with me. And it's just funny that in chess class, some of these kids are just fully self-expressed. But that's where it's only in chess class, apparently, according to their teachers. You know what I mean? And there's a couple I was just like, wait a minute. This student, you're telling me that so-and-so is quiet in school? And they're like, yeah, like super quiet. I'm just like, huh, crazy. Anyway, it's just neat to me. So anyway, team. Anyway, that's what's present for me right now. And Lucy's having feelings. Lucy, Pumpkin, they already know. You've told them. whose house this is, that it's your house, and that you will not be suffering any fools who try to come to our house unwelcome. Okay, good, she's done. Okay, good. She was just making sure that they knew, that she knew that they were there. Well, the problem is there's trash day, so yeah, when anything that's, we have a ring, and rings have motion sensors, and so the motion sensor goes off, and it's hilarious because if we're, hey cat, great to have you with us, what's up? If we're oot and aboot, out and about, and somebody's cell phone ring goes off, Lucy's always like, it's like a very Pavlovian response. So if she hears somebody's ring go off when we're out in public, she's like, take care, Marino. Salute. Dude, well, what Megan / Odin's Raven is talking about, referring to, if you are a football person, is the poor Indianapolis Colts injured their star quarterback. Well, they didn't injure their star quarterback. Their star quarterback got injured. And apparently, Phillip frickin' Rivers is their backup. I literally thought he retired from football. I'm just like, wait, who? What? Sniv. 81, 86. My goodness gracious. I don't know what PLN is. Can anybody help me out? What denomination? Miriam, good to see you. What denomination is PLN 50? Whatever PLN is. It doesn't matter. Sniv. You are too kind, my friend. From the bottom of my heart. Bring it in. Thank you so much, Sniv. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Fist bump. You are too kind. Polish. Oh, thank you very much. Shout out to my Polish homies. Yeah. Wait, he's 44? Dude is like my age and he's trying to play NFL football? Is he insane? Does he think he's Tom frickin' Brady? This can't go well. This can't go well. Oh my goodness gracious. He's gonna hurt himself. Like, this is not good. Philip. Bro. Jacob. Salute Square Dog. Hey, hush. Wow, JB. Well, Sniv, that is an incredibly generous gift. You're too kind. You are too kind, Sniv. That is incredibly kind of you to do. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you very, very much. I'm so glad that I've been able to brighten your day in whatever way that is. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. You're too kind. It was interesting, legit crying when everything happened with them crying. They seem cursed, right? Seriously. Oh man. Dude, it's so funny. Ollie Wally, what's up? Don't get me wrong. I do like my blue eyes. I do. I think they're pretty. They're so sensitive. Dude, my eyes are so sensitive. Like wind, temperature, my eyes are just always so sensitive. Light. Oh. Oh. A blessing and a curse, I suppose. Oh, yeah, so sensitive. Almost 3 years, JB. Dude, that's wild, man. Oh, another fun news. I came in first place in my fantasy football division. JB, I am a massive sun sneezer. No, eye drops don't help. And I'm definitely, if I walk outside and I look up at the sun, I instantly sneeze. Almost instantly. It's crazy. But thank you, JB, yeah. So, that means we're beginning playoffs in my fantasy football league. And I get a bye this week because I'm in first place in my division. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but that's cool. So anyway, for all you fantasy football players out there, let's see, Ava, I thought of you today, watched a game show and they said cigars used to be fattened up with kitty litter. Ew. Yeah, no, I'm not on the Shiva yet. The Shiva is only when you gotta win the whole thing. I've not won the Shiva yet. Only 50% of people get the sun sneezes. Well, like I said, I have very sensitive eyes, and I am definitely in the 50% that gets the sun sneezes. So, I've never won it, Megan. I've been in the league since 2014. Holy crap, 11 years now? I've been in this fantasy football league. The best I've ever done is third place. And that was the very first year I was ever in the league. My very first year I came in third. Since then, it's been downhill ever since. So we'll see, maybe this year is the year. Last year, honestly, I got robbed. When my playoff game came, my team just did not show up. It was embarrassing. But what are you gonna do? You wish you had friends play fantasy. Well, you gotta find a league, cat. And dude, leagues are always looking for chicks, so you gotta go, dude. Fantasy football leagues are. I mean, come on, you can find a fantasy football league. You gotta ask around. Just gotta ask around. You'll find a league. It's fun. It makes the game a lot more fun. Hey, what's up, anti-autocorrect? Good to see you, bro. And Ivnsky. Glad it helped, man. What's up, Amaya? Thanks, Karim. Really appreciate it. Ivnisky, Polish Zloty. Thank you so much. Erdbirini. Welcome. But yeah. Anyway, so fantasy football things are good. Can't be mad at that. Got a big game this Sunday. Rams versus the Lions at SoFi Stadium. Ooh. That's going to be fun this Sunday. That's going to be a fun one. You know what's crazy, though? I don't think I've ever been to a Rams game 100% sober. This will be the first time. Because you always get a beer, a few beers, you know what I mean? It's a football game. So yeah, this will be the first time. I'll tell you what, though. Dude, it's going to save us so much money. When you going to the SoFi Stadium, it is so expensive. Oh my gosh, it is so expensive. Each beer fairness to them, and I say this incredibly generously, in fairness to them, the beers are 24-ounce beers, so it's 2 beers, right? And a normal beer is 12 ounces, so it is 2, but like a 24-ounce Pacifico is like $22 plus tax and tip. So when you buy 2 beers and you give them a little tip, because even though all they do is like hand you a beer and crack the top, you throw them 15% or 10%, so it's another like $6. You end up spending, it's like $50 for 2 beers. I'm not even kidding you. It's insane. It's insane. So anyway, this will save us a ton of money. This will save us a fortune. The Bills-Pats game, that'll be a good game too. Big rivalry there, Bills-Pats. Dude, I felt so bad for the Pats. The Bills, because there was like a string of years where like every year it was Bills-Pats, and the Pats always won, and it was just like, oh man. Hopefully the Bills can get a little revenge. I think they've earned it. Aaron Barini, you must have a bad stream. Everything on my end looks super kosher. So I'm sorry you have a bad internet connection there, Brew. You just bought me, JB. Thank you for buying me a coffee. Much appreciated. Yeah, I mean, we'll find out. I'll find out. The crazy one is when you get like the 49ers, because it's a West Coast team. So when the 49ers come to SoFi Stadium and play us, the Rams, it's like half red. Same thing with Dallas. When Dallas comes and plays us, it's like half silver blue. It's like, dude, yeah, those fans travel, baby. Detroit, we'll find out. It's a long ways to come from Detroit. Of course, you have the thing about LA, unlike most cities, right? Like, for example, if you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan, listen, this is not a dig on Kansas City, but nobody goes to Kansas City as a vacation. You know what I mean? Nobody goes to Buffalo on vacation. Nobody goes to Green Bay, Wisconsin on vacation. Okay. A lot of people come to LA on vacation, and a lot of people move to LA from other places. So we have a weird situation where, our stadium is such a mix of fans where, yeah, you'll get games where it's like half the stadium is for the opposing team, and you're just like, dude, what the heck? Yeah, it is what it is. Dude, I cannot believe Kansas City just laid a turd. Same with the Baltimore Ravens. You're just like, wait, what? Yeah, KC's out, Baltimore's out. Kelsey, he did better toward the end of the year, but yeah. Let's see, Janice. American prices and stadiums are insane. Yeah, dude, it's nuts, Janice. Yeah, it is criminal. You're not wrong. $5 to $7. I know. That's what it should be. It's a combination of a game, and then you just tack on Los Angeles pricing, and it's just insane out here. Like, look, if you want to live in LA, like we do, you just get used to being gouged. Yeah, you know, it's funny, like when you go to when Megan and I go to, you know, like when we go to Dayton to visit my parents, it's like everything's like permanent happy hour, because everything is like normal pricing. Like a beer is $5 or $7. Like that's normal, right? That's normal. And when you're in Los Angeles, you know, you just get used to like a craft cocktail, $17, and you're just like, that's just what it costs. It's what it costs everywhere. Everywhere you go, if you want a freaking craft cocktail, it's $17 freaking dollars, and you're just like, it is what it is. And the thing is, people pay it. If people didn't pay it, they wouldn't charge it. But people pay it. So what are you gonna do? You can bitch about it like I do. I'll never not bitch about it. Your prices are too high. And yet, I bought the beer. 2 of them. So it's like, you go to the game and you spend $100 for 4 beers. You heard me right. Again, they're tall boys, so it's, you know, but it's still $100 for four beers when you go to the stadium, and it's just like, pull out my wallet and just grenade. It's brutal. Anyway, it is what it is. What are you gonna do? Andre, love to have you with us, my friend. Yeah, Megan, it's a bit shocking when you come out here. You're like, holy crap. And Kat, I'm sure Boston is and any big metro is the same way. Whether it's Boston, New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, any of these big cities, you just like, the prices are just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Let's see here. Your channel, greetings from Poland. Thanks, Niesiewski. Nieciowski. Thank you very much. Represent Poland, man. Appreciate it. JB4349, much appreciated. Thank you, Jessley. Appreciate it. Thank you, Allie. Much appreciated. Yeah, good times, good times. Andre, you know, the blackjack streams, what happened is, the last couple of times I've done them weren't that popular. I got everything all set up, and nobody wanted to play. We had like 3 games, and then nobody was signing up, and it was like, nobody wants to play. Nobody wants to play. So kind of faded it out. So now we're just doing more like normal blackjack. Oh man, they moved to New York. That's a bummer. Oh, Claptrap. Cheers, mate. Salute, Claptrap. Cheers, everyone. Yeah, bro, Andre, I don't know what to tell you. Nobody wanted to play. Hamburg. And the bar of the city is not even close to your prices. Yeah. Set a poll on YouTube. Hey, you're not wrong, Binky. Maybe I should launch a poll on YouTube and be like, hey, do you guys want to do live blackjack again? And if I get enough response and people want to do it, I'll do it. I'll do it again. I enjoyed dealing blackjack Although it did lead to that weird, like, oh, you're gambling. I'm like, there's no, on Twitch, they're like, you're gambling. I'm like, I'm not gambling. There's no money here, people. This is all, it's all fugazi. It's all fake. There's no actual money happening. Anyway. Torretti. Amarni. Grazie. Thank you. More of a lighting trick than anything else. But thank you. I do appreciate it. And you know what I think actually helps too is that I put blue. What do you call it? These things. Blue foam. So, oh shoot, those fell down. To redo that, I put blue foam behind me. So this is sound deadening foam. So I have 2 blue sound panels, like right here. So I think that's making my eyes look bluer than normal. But not mad at it. Not mad at all. 'Tis what 'tis. 'Tis what 'tis. Very soft as well every week since I plan to kind of promote it in advance. Yeah, I think you're right, Binky. Yeah. And they kind of build it up a little bit, you know. It's like, hey, this week we're gonna do blackjack again. So, you know, if you wanna, you know, do that, it's probably a good idea. My ex went to Cleveland for a vacation. Why? Family? I mean, listen, my wife and I do go to Dayton for a vacation, and we love it. It's great. We genuinely have a good time going on vacation in Dayton. And my family lives there. Would I ever travel to Dayton just to go to Dayton? No. But it is quaint. It is very quaint. Like, the Midwest is quaint. Although, I don't know, does your dude, like, Chris, does your ex love, like, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Like, Cleveland's actually a pretty cool town, you know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? Agree. I agree with you all the time. Weirdos, whatever. My mods are being strange. Random story from Sooner. I split 9s against an 8. You had 18, and you split 9s against an 8. That's ballsy. Last hand of the night, so I thought, why not? Hit an ace and jack, and I thought, still lost 60 total. Well, Sooner Smith, that's usually why you don't split 9s. Even though you ended up with a 20 and a 19, so you got lucky. You got lucky there, but there's nothing behind me, Austin. It's just my internet. It's my router and my deco. My router and my deco mesh, and that is a softbox light that is just turned off. So that's a softbox light. Aiden, have I ever smoked weed? Of course. And what do I monitor my thoughts? I think in general, marijuana, is one of the safer vices in the world. In general, I would say marijuana is much safer than alcohol. And it can be abused, like alcohol can be abused, like anything can be abused. the thing that I don't, here's where, what annoys me about a lot of, like, pot smokers is they get really, like, a lot of weed smokers are like, dude, man, this is like plant medicine, okay? It's like, this is like herbal, this is like natural, this is like medicine, bro. And it's like, shut your whore mouth. You're getting high. It's not medicine. You're getting high, bro. Don't pretend that you're not doing what you're doing. You're getting high. Nothing wrong with that. Just like, I don't think there's anything wrong with, like, sometimes having a few cocktails. Sometimes you want to get a little buzzed. There's nothing wrong with that. If you do it safely, don't drink and drive, you morons. But if you get an Uber, you want to go out with your friends, you want to have some drinks, and you want to have a good time, it's fine, okay? Same thing with marijuana. If you want to get with some friends, have some weed, enjoy some giggle sticks, and just, enjoy being high, great, okay? There's nothing wrong with it, but just don't do this thing that some stoners do where it's like, this is medicine, man. This is like totally helping me cope with life, man. It's like, no, you're getting high. It's not medicine. You would be better off not doing it. And everybody has a vice. Everybody does. Whether your vice is food, sex, gambling, drinking, weed, it's a vice. It can be abused. Don't get it twisted. Don't lie to yourself. That's my point. Like, nobody drinks and goes like, this whiskey is actually medicine for me right now. This beer is actually medicine making me feel better. It's like, dude, it's poison. And sometimes getting drunk is fun. There's a time and a place for it. I love drinking wine sometimes, right? Just don't do this thing where you, like, pretend that the thing you're doing is, like, good for you. That's all. I have beef with that. That's all. But you do you. I'm not judging. You do you, honey boo boo. But, like, don't. Yeah, I said what I said. You heard me. Do I play games? I love games. Of course I play games. Ellie Bunnies, my vice is ASMR. You must have another vice. Everybody has a vice. Anybody who says they don't have a vice is selling something. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. Yeah. I'm glad you find that amusing, Megan. Listen, this is true, dude. Anybody who says otherwise is selling something. $5 to $7 for a beer would be insane in my country. I wish it was insane in mine, bro. I wish. $2 beers. Where do you live, bro? It gets sloshed to the tailgate. Alexander, some people do, that's for sure. You're not wrong. Boston's great for that. I don't doubt it. From Georgia. Oh, the country. Whoa. Dude, Sam Davis. Representing Georgia. Gosh, that's neat. I love the international audience. Thank you so much. Representing Georgia. Respect, man. Let me do a little check, just out of curiosity. Yeah, who's in the house right now? Obviously, a lot of you are Americans, but a lot of you are not. So I know we have Georgia. Got Georgia in the house. I know we have England in the house. I know we have Poland in the house. Rhode Island representing. JC representing East Coast, Rhode Island. Well done. Thank you you so much, Brady, for the $5. Sweden in the house. Hedge. Hey. I don't know how you say your name in Sweden, but so glad you could be here with us from the land up north. And New York in the house. And big thanks out, Brady. Netherlands representing the Dutch homies. Brady, thanks, bro. Fist bump. The Netherlands from Xantios. Nice. The Dutch are in the house. How much time do I spend making ASMR? Asks ASMR wishes. Totally depends. There's no one answer for that. Arthur, thank you very much. I'm doing great. Appreciate it. I guess if I had to ballpark it, wishes anywhere between 4, 6, 8, probably between 12 to 20 hours. Yeah, somewhere between 12 and 20 hours. Sometimes less, though. Sometimes it's easy. Here's the reality. I mean, sometimes it's probably only... Some days it's you have the idea, right? And so some days you're just like... You're cruising, you know? And you're like, I know exactly what I want to film. Turn the camera on. Go. Boom. Too easy, right? And that's awesome, right? And so, yeah, some days are super easy. And, you know, between filming and editing, that whole process might take, you know, let me see, so let's say 40 minutes to set up and break down. Let's call that an hour and a half. And then like another hour. So sometimes, if I'm just like dialed in, I can make a video from start to finish in like 2.5 or 3 hours. If I'm like boom shakalaka, dialed in, right? But that's just not normally the case. Normally, you have to like think about what I'm gonna do, and I'm like noodling ideas, and then I got a concept I want to do. Do I need props? Do I need to buy a wig? Do I need to get costumes? Do I need to buy like, you know, in Dexter Morgan, I needed to buy the apron. I needed to buy the plastic wrap. It's like, okay, like what am I doing? Like, you know, so some things. And are you including the time that I'm meditating on what I'm going to film? Like, is that part of the work that I'm doing? You know, it's like, do you hit a 15 of dealers showing a 7 MLGPC? Yes, you do. The book says yes. But so that can vary. So it kind of depends on how you want to look at it, you know? But yeah, so I'd say on average, though, 12 to 20 hours a week. And then, yeah, that's probably on average, including live streaming on Twitch, because I'm live streaming on Twitch, and I'm kind of like, gotta get ready. Do you include the time you're getting ready? Like, I have to make sure that I'm, you know, showered and I'm ready, and I've, you know, part of this whole process is I gotta go take a run in the morning, or go for a 2-mile walk, or a 3-mile run, and I gotta shower, and I gotta like get all put together. Is that part of what we're including? You know, I don't know, like, so it just kind of depends. Depends on how you want to define how much time, you know, do you define that as only the time that the camera is on, and then the time I'm editing, or is it the prep time? I don't know, you know, it's tough to answer those questions because there's so many variables. You know, part of my job is like, you know, anyway, you get the idea. Yeah. Thank you, Arthur. I appreciate it. I'd love to leave my job for YouTube. Well, it's tricky. You know, you gotta, you know, it's hard to... Anthony representing Spain, man. Thank you very much. much, Anthony. As an outdoor guy, your Mont Blanc video is the best histories and stories I've ever heard. Thank you, Anthony. It was quite the adventure when I did it, I'll tell you what. Micah, how hard counting is enforced in casinos. Exactly, Megan. Is self-care part of it? You know? Is that part of the time I'm spending making ASMR? Yes. You know? I don't know. So anyway, okay, we're going to do a name trace with a light for Hey from Sweden. But first we'll do a stretch for JC. Nice little stretch. Oh, somebody had a posture check earlier, which I didn't do. I think that's JB. Stretch. Stretch. Oh, stretch. Stretch. And a little posture check, shoulder roll. There we go. All right. It's a write-off. Nice, Megan. Slip disc inbound. No, don't do that. Terrible idea. Oh wait, before I do the name trace for Hey. Card counting is strictly enforced in casinos. If you're varying your bets, along with the count of the deck, if when the count goes down and you reduce your bets, and when the count goes high, you increase your bets, they will absolutely kick you out. 100%. They strictly enforce that stuff. And Hey Samar says, I didn't get high for 2 years when I had flare-ups, but it stopped my flare-ups. Listen, can it be used, can marijuana, can it be used medicinally? Of course it can. There are times when it can, especially if you're in, chemo and you can't eat, it can completely help. There are medical applications for the use of marijuana. 100%. Okay? I will give you that. However, 99% of stoners ain't using it for medical purposes. They're using it to get high. Okay? And, I'm sorry, but that's just reality. Are there medical uses for it? Yes. Are 99% of stoners doing it because, this is plant medicine, man? If you believe that, I have an amazing bridge. Listen, you need to buy this. It's in Nebraska. You can't lose on this investment. It's an amazing bridge that I have to sell you, and you can't lose. So, just Venmo me $100,000, and I will completely try and recoup your money on this bridge in Nebraska. So, good luck with that. What's up, Yamaha? And let's do a name trace for Hey. Okay, Hey. You've been very patient. All right, do a name trace. Was it with light? No. Was it with light or without? Name trace. Oh, with light. Okay, so we're gonna do a light trigger warning if you don't like lights in your face. You may not like this. It's not gonna be insanely bright. It's not like a strobe light or anything. It's Hey. What is it? 2322 HEJ 2322. Okay, here we go. So if you don't like lights in your face, you won't like this. But if you don't mind, you might enjoy it. I like doing name traces. I think they're kind of cool. All right, friends, let's do a name trace. Boom shakalaka. Chick chick back. Hey 2322. Hey 2322. Canada in the house. Micah in the house. Hey 2322. Representing Sweden. Sweden. Boom shakalaka. Right. There you go. Hey. Hope you enjoyed that. We got Russia in the house. That's awesome. Represent. Nice. And Germany in the house. Like I said, Canada from up north, eh? Good to have you with us there, Carter from Canada. May I ask what part of Canada you're from? I love my Canadian brothers and sisters. Big fan. Phoenix, Arizona. Dakota Morgan represent Phoenix. What's up? Dag, I don't talk about religion too much, but no, specifically, let's just say I am not any denomination. Let's just put it that way, but I have no beef with anyone. I'm neither denominational nor anti. I wish everybody the best and hope everybody can just get along and love each other and care for each other and find peace and joy and community, connection and happiness wherever anyone can find it. And don't be mean. My motto is, don't be a dick. Tim Della auf Deutschland. Wunderbar. Well, ASMR wishes if you try the YouTube thing during your winter break. Good luck. It took me 4 years of dropping 2 videos a week before this was like a legit job. But maybe you can do it faster. Good luck. Some people do. Some people get... Because it's not really a job until you're like at 100,000 subscribers. So... until then, you know, I wish you the best of luck. It took me 4 years, 4.5. It took me a minute, or almost 5. How long did it take me? A minute. So good luck. I wish you the best. Can we get another cooking video? My spaghetti is one of your faves. Well, lovely shades. That is incredibly kind of you. I'm so glad you enjoyed that one. The answer is maybe. Maybe I might try another, at some point, try another cooking ASMR. Unsure. Maybe. It just wasn't that popular in the end, so maybe. You're welcome, ASMR wishes. Ava, I love the dumb husband ones. All respect to Megan. Those are about to go wow. I'm glad you enjoyed those, Ava. You're not alone, pumpkin. Yeah, and again, look, the Bible's incredibly quotable. Respect to the Bible, man. It's totally quotable. There's a lot of great stuff in there. A lot of stupid stuff that I totally disagree with, but a lot of great stuff as well. So you got the apples and you got the oranges. You got the yin, you got the yang. You know what I mean? You got the whole shebang, the whole sheboygan. Such is life. Zach the Blueberry, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Next year, trying to get the Fire Academy. Ooh, nice, Yamaha. That's awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations. Good. That's awesome. If you can be a firefighter, it's a great job. It's a great gig. It's a lot of work. And shout out to all the first responders out there. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to all those first responders. Good luck. I know it's very competitive to be a fireman, a fire person. It's very competitive. So, good luck out there. Yeah. What do I cook that I mean, I already done this, my sauce video. That's like my favorite thing. What else could I do? I mean, the thing is, if I did like a steak video, it would just be like 60 seconds long. It'd just be like a short. I don't even know what I would do if I'd made like a longer cooking video. And even the sauce video, if I was really serious, I mean, I could have made the sauce video probably like 5 minutes, you know what I mean, of like actual ASMR, like the chopping of the thing, the close-ups of like the you know, and then like the putting into the thing, and then like the pan down, like the sizzle of the sausage, and the of the onion. I mean, yeah, if I'm being realistic, like those videos, you know, should be done more as like TikToks. Like they should be like really short, you know. So yeah. Explain really good concepts like a class in a law school. You know, sooner, I have no idea, bro. I have no idea. I don't know why people watch me. So I have no idea what's gonna be popular. I mean that. It baffles me that I have the audience that I have. It's just like, it's neat. And I am constantly, I shouldn't say that, not constantly. I often am throwing spaghetti on the wall and seeing if it sticks. Big case in point, Edna Mode. Like literally, I bought the wig and glasses. I forget even why I did Edna Mode at first. I honestly couldn't remember why. And I was just like, sure, let me try this. And I made it, and it just took off. And I was just like, really? Me? And I didn't even shave. I just took it down to stubble because I don't like shaving. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna shave for this. Like, I don't like shaving. I don't like taking it all the way down. I'm not even gonna take it all the way down. I don't even care. I don't even care. I'm just gonna get it close. I just did my beard trimmer like on its lowest setting. Not even the lowest setting, because I still had a guard on it, like the 1mm guard. So I just took my beard down to like the 1mm guard, and threw on the wig and the glasses, and I was like, Edna Mode measures you for a suit or whatever. Edna Mode measures you, darling. And I had no idea, right? And sooner would you explaining complex legal things in a whispered voice, or like a, you know, I don't know if you have a deep male voice, or you could be a female, I have no idea. But like, it might, like Carter said, it might take off. It might crush. I have no idea. No idea. Maybe. I don't know. Go to try it. You know, use. If I were you, and if I was doing that concept, I would probably try to do it with some kind of like Sora, like animation of like the Constitution, or like pages turning, and like a book and if you made it look cool, like you're some kind of like law in some kind of like neat law office, you can do all the green screens. But if you made it look cool and you were like some kind of like cool looking figure, like describing law cases, or like describing, it'd almost be like a true crime thing where like, you know, in this case, and it was, you know, Davis versus the state of Massachusetts in 1933, and Davis was suing the state of Massachusetts for this weird form of tort law on this weird, you know, bylaw of blah blah blah, and you made it like historically interesting. Bro, maybe. I have no idea. But you just kind of like, you're talking about like these like neat cases and describing them in a, you know, smooth, calm delivery. And if you have a good voice or whispered, I don't like whispered, I don't like soft spoken, to each their own. It's just, sure, I don't care. It's like, look, you can't, there's no zero-sum game. Like, I am all for everybody starting their own. I'm like Joe Rogan. Start a podcast. Start your own ASMR channel, man. I'll help. I mean, if it's good, I'll give you ideas. I don't care. It's not what I want to do, but if you want to do it, go for it. It's like, what's crazy about the YouTube is that I think there's literally like 1 billion people that watch YouTube. I mean, the numbers are just mind-blowing. How many people are on YouTube? So, if you start a kick-ass law ASMR channel, it's not gonna hurt me. I'm over here doing the Joker and Edna Mode and Helmut and whatever else that I do, you know. I'm doing the Jeremiah show. It is what it is. You do your show. I hope it wins, man. I'll champion you if I like it. I'm always I love Cap Bailey, you know. You should definitely all go watch Cap Bailey. You should definitely all go watch Articulate Design. You should definitely go watch the Zeitgeist. Like, they're all my friends. Go watch them. They're great. Go watch JoJo. Go watch Fred's Voice. Like I think we're all friends. You know? More the merrier. Cheers there, Zach the Blueberry. And Discord Kate. You know. All is well, Kate. All is well. Levi's here. Well, Levi, lovely to have you. Lachlan Gregson from Ireland. Well, that is just fantastic to have you here with us all the way from Ireland. What a treat to have such an incredibly international, lovely audience, all from around the world. And look at us all getting together, and no one's fighting, no one's hating. We're all just humans struggling through this crazy thing called life, day by day, working it out the best that we can. It's a good thing to see. 127 of us, or whatever, I hope that count is right, I don't know. Over 100 people. That's nuts. It's a lot of people. Listen to me yammer on about stupid things. My dumb opinions. I don't mean that literally. I don't think I have dumb opinions. I just have, but they are just opinions. My thoughts are just my thoughts. I don't have answers. I don't know. You try it. Just, all I'm trying to do is, spread positivity, baby. That's all it is. I think that the more people that feel positive in life, it's a better world, and everybody wins. Everybody wins if everybody feels a little more connected, a little happier. So yeah, that's all. Vancouver, by the way, by way of the Northwest Territories. Ah, nice. Oh man, Carter, I love Vancouver. I went to college in Seattle, and even before that, I had been to a philosophy conference. Was I in Seattle or was it in Vancouver? No, it was in Vancouver. It must have been. And I remember going out, and we, one of the people had like ocean kayaks, and like they said, does anybody want to come out ocean kayaking? And I was 18 years old, and I was like, yeah. And he had like 3 ocean kayaks, and they were all 2-seaters. So it was like him plus 5 people, and we got to go kayaking out on the Sound, or not the Sound, whatever that bay is out there with the islands and stuff up there in Vancouver. So cool. I remember like eating sushi and going to Gastown and thinking Gastown was super cool. Yeah, Vancouver's a great city, man. Great town. Big fan. I like a lot of Canadian cities. I think Montreal's amazing. I think Toronto's a really cool town. I think Vancouver's really cool. And in fact, when I was a young hockey player, we would often go to Detroit because I was from Ohio. I grew up in Dayton, and we would drive to Detroit to play hockey games. And Detroit's a little nicer now. Thanks, Lachlan. Detroit's a little nicer now than it was in the 90s, but Detroit in the 90s was rough. And it was funny, like a lot of times we would go under the bridge, under the tunnel or bridge. I forget, is it a tunnel or a bridge? And go over to Windsor. And I remember thinking, like, as soon as you got into Windsor, it was so much cleaner. And Windsor, Canada was so much prettier and cleaner and like nicer feeling than Detroit. And I was like, yeah, like Windsor's nice. And I remember one time we